They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle
brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
A gain of a yard. Brings
the last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
37-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
21.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record-tying 4 touchdown runs. On second down, Mostert. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Ball carrier.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down.
And 3.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At the 25-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Now on second and 13, Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Third down.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 16, Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards, now it's third and 5. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert, boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that's complete to Lewis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover and the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. This is out quickly to the right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down.
2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Packers 14, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Garoppolo now, sliding out of the pocket. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Back at the 37-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
To kick off for San Francisco.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So give us to Jones. They find some open field here. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 30. Now it looks like we're on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Intended for
To me, he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Buying time to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12.
They will run again with Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Third and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
It's now third and 15.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Josh Jackson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
At the play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He's crashing. 21.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Garoppolo. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the Niners get there and bring him down. And that's the rookie, Javon Kinlaw, who got in there to bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30.
I need to get my swag
Touchdown,
right there.
Packers.
Complete.
Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Intercepted by the...
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Oh, that was dangerous.
Rodgers
threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
brings up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. With Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
At their own 3-yard
That
line.
is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Record.
11, 65.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a Packer pressure, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Push him back.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
They'll take over.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56. Mike, 56.
Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
The 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
2-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
2nd and 10.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Packer ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There defensively.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
4-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They hand it off to Mostert. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up
again, they'll run it with Mostert.
At the 46-yard line.
1st down and a little extra for Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Point conversion.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Eric Armstead brought him down. Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Rodgers looking to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Will Fuller, 82 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late.